quickly go over my race from last night. I haven't seen the replay yet, but I think we're going to. So, here we go. We're going to watch the replay from the very beginning. I'm going to go through everything with you, because this was an amazing race, I gotta say. I went from 20th place to 9th place throughout the course of the race. It was so much fun. So much fun. Just waiting for this to load. While I drink my coffee here. Kicking Horse coffee. Amazing. And here we go. FIA Gran Turismo Championships. The manufacturer championship. So I signed with Porsche. A lot of other Caymans here too. One in particular you will see is my rival. Absolute. That one right there. Oh. Yeah, I didn't even see this, guys. NSX sexy. I like the livery, whatever. Citroen, I ended up dealing with him a couple times throughout the race. I don't see him at all. Goddamn Mustangs. I didn't see too much of this guy, I don't think. Or him. This guy I dealt with. Yep. And him. Oh yeah. I think that thing looks amazing. I don't actually deal with him much during the race. Probably, yeah, I dealt with him quite a bit actually. Same for this NSX here. This SLS I didn't see at all. He just took off during the race. I didn't see the Subaru at all either actually. GTR I dealt with quite a bit. This guy I think I may have dealt with once or twice. The Corvette I didn't see at all really. There's me! Yay! There's this M4. And here we are, ready to start the race. Ready to start. All the different camera angles. So yeah, this race is Laguna Seca. Oh, listen to that sound. Here we go. I'm going to play the replay from the spectator's camera so that you can see all the stuff going on around too. But that's a rolling start. Oh, sweet. There go the jets. They fly overhead every race. And even though it's just like a video game, it's so cool. Here we go. Boom. Inside the cockpit. This is what I'm seeing throughout the entire race. I think this view's the best. You can see what's going on all the time. Alright. Oh, I'm just getting my bearings, and I'm very, very sorry about that. I did not mean to. I am so sorry. My tires were cold that first lap. It's always a doozy. I apologize. So, 19th place, trying to make my way up to win this race because this race is for points. This race is for the FIA Championship. Ooh, the Corvette went off there. I must have went wide. Tried to cut the corner. Oh, and I hit that little bump stop there. Damn, those things are annoying. If you cut the corner too early, that thing, you'll hit it with your inner tires, and it'll push you all the way off the track, just like that Corvette probably happened to him. The corkscrew, famous corkscrew. Trying to weasel in between these guys here, can't really do it. Oh, and I lose traction. My outer tires caught the dirt just a little bit there and I lost traction and I spun all the way around. Luckily, I was able to swing myself around and managed to get myself back in the right direction. Last corner of the race. It's a very, very sharp left-hander. I did not make that corner smooth at all. And there's that blue came in right behind me. Something I've learned during this race too is that you can use your lights. You can flick and try to distract from behind you, just like you would be able to in a real race. Kind of flash your lights. I end up using that quite a bit. This corner, turn 1 and turn 2, imperative to get correctly to set yourself up for the next 2 turns. I'm on racing hards. I just hit the bump stop there. You can see what it just threw me off my line there. Oh. There we go. See, that was exiting turn 4, going into the penalty zone where it will force you to stop if you misbehave. Coming up to this late entering turn 5. Third gear. Trying to power up this hill. You'll see it's got a miniature crest here and then the turn. So your car is very light when you go to turn. You really have to let off the throttle and get right back on it, otherwise you end up going really wide. And leading up to the corkscrew, which you will see. You can't even see the track from the driver's seat. Going really wide there to try to pull inside. Oh, just missed the bump stop. Trying to catch those cars in front of me right there, the SLS, the NSX. But I go into pit here because I want to use, so I've now raced with my racing hard tires. They'll last the entire race, but they won't stay very sticky. So I switch immediately to my mediums, so that way I can get better lap times. I can use the most of the stickier rubber, and I can get some faster lap times in. Everyone has to switch anyway. I just try to do it a little bit earlier and get just a little dab of fuel in so that I have to spend less time with fuel later on in the race. So it's a tactic that I try to use to put myself further ahead. Oh, listen to that sound. Exiting the pits makes you invisible so that when you're slower, people don't run into you. I don't agree with it personally. I think that you should just be part of the traffic like you would in a normal race, but video games are gonna video game, I guess. Into the dirt a little bit. Penalty. I'm gonna show you guys this next corkscrew through the driver's seat here. Show you just what it's like when you're racing. Going up the corner into the high-speed turn. A little bit of brakes. Back on the power early. This is what I saw from the whole perspective of the race the whole time. Brake, 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 and turn, and brake, or power, 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 and you can't even see the ground there. Go wide, turn in, just nip the apex, let off the throttle just a little bit so you don't go too wide. Power off, turn, power on. Brake, turn, power. You have to be light on the power though, otherwise you will end up going really wide. And there's some people exiting the pits. You can see them there. I can see them. It looks like I'm going to pass them, no problem here, but they have a much tighter inner circle, so you'll see that I catch up to them pretty instantly here. My hairpin's a lot bigger than theirs. Yeah, see, there's the ghosting that I was just saying. Makes you invisible so you don't... I mean, by rights, I should have ran into the back of him there, which would have sucked. So, I mean, in that case, it worked out in my benefit, but in a real race, oh well. Here's that blue Cayman that I unfortunately dinged in the first corner of the first lap. Trying to get around him as smoothly as I possibly can now. Really trying to like get up under his butt here though. Flashing him, trying to distract him so that he messes up. Maybe take the inside corner here, I can't remember. Just a little love tap. Hey, I'm here. Get out of my way, I'm faster than you. He ends up going real tight up the inside there, and it ends up killing me. I end up putting into the dirt again in the same spot. 20th place again. So I don't even know what lap this is. I think this is lap 4? I think it's lap 4, yeah. And into the gravel because I'm retarded. I'm not paying attention. I'm too focused about how pissed I am that I spun out. You gotta just flush the emotions. Just get rid of them. Don't be pissed. Don't dwell, and just like focus on being better the next lap. That's what you have to do. That's what makes you get back on track faster. Turn 1, turn 2. So close to hitting that. Maximum power, maximum power. Just let off just a little bit, power. I love that sound though. Turn. On the throttle. Up the hill. This track took me about 3 days to finally get comfortable with, that I could put out a decent lap time. But during the qualifying, my best lap time, I think, was about a 1:36, which is absolute shit. It's absolute garbage. Yeah, it's the reason why I started back in 19th place, is because during the qualifying, which you only have 5 minutes to do, by the way, you actually have all of the other drivers on the course with you, like you're supposed to, but there's so much traffic that if you don't get out either in front, or you don't take your time and wait for everybody else to go through, that you end up in the mix and basically in the thick of it with everybody else to try to get through while you're trying to make a good lap time, which is nearly impossible. So, you either have to get lucky or be patient. I clearly wasn't patient because I ended up in the thick of it. And this part of the race here, where I'm in 20th, is because I had spun out a second time and I had already had my mediums on. There was no point in me going to go get my sticky, super soft racing tires on right now and try to make up that time, because they would have wore out. So I'm really just kind of putting my nose to the grind, trying to crunch out as many fast laps as I can with the medium tires I have on. And I believe that when I had spun out, I ended up being about 7 or 8 seconds behind the people in 19th, 18th place. So this is the next like 3-4 laps here. This is just me trying to catch up to them, which I do. So trying to just be the best, make up the best lap times, be the best driver that I could be right now, try to really catch up, try to focus really hard. It ends up working though. As you can see, I'm already starting to catch up to them. So I know that I'm faster than these guys. Without a doubt, I know that I am, because I just crushed 7 seconds and caught up with them in like 3 laps. That's pretty good, I think. Not the greatest. I mean, I still have some work to do. I still have some learning to do with this track especially. But as you can see, just starting to nip at their heels now. They know, they can look in their rearview mirror, they can see. And there's 4 cars now. And there, right there's that dirty little Cayman, the all black one from the rear with the white lettering in the rear bumper. He ends up being my biggest rival, like I was saying in the beginning. That's my biggest rival right there. So I passed the SLS on the inside, clean pass. Take the inside. No problems there, no issues whatsoever. The GTR, the M4, the Cayman. Cayman's flashing like crazy. He wants to pass. The others aren't letting him, so I start flashing him as well. Oh shoot, wrong button. Now you can just see. And he just bumps me. Just that little bit. Oh! And he's on my ass. And you can see, oh! The other guy went wide and they collided. And then I ended up just touching the dirt, just spinning just a little tiny bit. And the SLS gets a 1.5 second penalty for colliding with somebody. Or maybe cutting the track, I don't know. I'm focusing on trying to really get away from the guys behind me now, because I can tell that they're rambunctious. I need to get away. And the Cayman and the GTR are really battling it out. You can see that he's trying so hard to get right up under my skin in the back there. The GTR is really like stopping him from hitting me even. They're duking it out. They're both on my ass. So I'm playing defense here, really, really trying hard. You can see in my rearview mirror here. They're right on me. Cayman though. Oh my god, he's such a rival for this race. Flashing me some more, trying to distract me. I'm just focusing on driving, trying to keep away from him as far, or as much as possible. I made it to 15th place though, so that's alright. Trying to make it up the big corner. As you can see, this is in my rear view mirror. This is what I'm seeing right now. I got some guys in front of me, some traffic. The Cayman's right behind me, trying to distract me. Oh, try to go up the inside, doesn't work. Oh, and because I lost some time there, the Cayman shoots around me. My fault. I like the cool sound of the helicopter there. That's some realism. 16th place, I just lost the pace, and that Cayman is really driving quite aggressively, trying to get, but he ends up going too aggressive. It actually ends up bumping into one of the other cars and slows him down. I don't budge, I defend on the inside, and then I go on the inside again. I end up bumping him by accident. That Cayman just squirrels by though, and that M4, it's a real rival there we got going. Oh, sorry buddy. This is racing. Oh shit, I don't know what happened there. But the other Cayman must have got... I think they touched, and he lost traction. Oh, trying so hard to catch this guy. I believe that it's here that I make up some time. My memory serves me correct. Yeah, because he braked really early. Oh yeah. Tried to go up the inside. He braked really late and he ended up overshooting, and then he got in my way when I was trying to choose my line, and we just touched a little bit and it ended up pushing him off. So I didn't... Yeah, and he's pissed. He's so pissed at me right now because I pushed him off the track into the gravel, and he's like, man, screw you, I'm coming for you. So he follows me into the pits. Not like he's gonna like get out of his car and beat me up or anything, but he's trying to like, he wants me. He wants to like push me off the course. I could tell because this whole race after this point, he was like, he had a vendetta against me. You'll see. Cool little tire change, little dab of fuel just to push me over to the end. I believe this is lap 9 I'm coming out of onto lap 10. And there he is, right in front of me. So, oh, love that sound. He still got that that 1 second penalty, but you can watch this, going around this corner. Well, they both have another penalty. You'll see. Watch what he does when he sees that this penalty. Watch how in front of me he goes. Oh, what a piece of shit! He tries to block me. He didn't even know. He didn't even know that he was like, that he was going to be invisible. It ended up backfiring. I ended up just slicing right through him. But you can see, he's just so pissed that I'm there. And he ends up messing up. And look at this! Oh my god. What an asshole! He hates me right now. And I'm in front of him. And I'm loving it. And he gets another penalty! For running the track. Now I'm trying to catch up to this red NSX here. All the way in 15th place. Got a pretty good gap between me and that rival Cayman and behind me. This NSX trying to absolutely like be proper and like not touch anybody, but it's so hard sometimes because There is a little bit of glitchiness too sometimes with the online racing, but here I do a pretty good job. Smooth on the inside. The guy goes wide to take advantage of it. Yeah. Cut him off in the corner. That's allowed. That is allowed. He ends up looking like he touched the bump stop there anyway. So it upset his car and he slowed down, which is good for me because that means he's going to block that Cayman a little bit and cause him some traffic to get around. But he's got to do that penalty in behind me anyway, so that's okay. Now I just got to focus on that Citroen Concept GT. He's the next target in line. Yellow flag. Somebody went off. Oh yeah, so that Cayman went off. Glide right through him. Try to get around him on the inside. On the inside. He didn't see me, just bumps me a little bit, and he just ends up going just a tiny bit wide there. Oh, the NSX! I think he got touched by that other black Cayman again. He's just so aggressive. Like, he just doesn't care. I don't know if he did it because he's trying to get him out of the way so that he can reach me. I don't know. Maybe that's just in my head, but they definitely had some rival going on in the. Oh shit! I went wide. Yeah, I went go wide there and lose some time. That Citroen catches up to me a little bit just because of that. I wasn't focused. Hear that Citroen. General accuracy. Butthead. High-speed corner into the left turn, going up into the corkscrew. There's that M4, that blue M4 that I was telling you about at the beginning. This is where I start to deal with those other guys. Trying so hard to make a good time around here to keep as far away as I can from that black Cayman behind me because I know that he's just such a character. He's just trying anything and everything to catch up to me. He's just such a hate-on for me right now. But he's got to deal with that Citroen Concept GT. And I'm on my stickies now, my softs. So I think this is like the 12th. Oh, shit. And I go into the gravel, of course. Allow that Citroen to catch up. I can't see that mirror. This is why I need PS4 VR, man, so I can turn my head and actually look at the mirror. And the Cayman caught up because I made a boo-boo. So I play defense. He tries to go wide. And he ends up cutting me because I go wide because I didn't stop enough. I didn't brake enough. And this is where it starts to get interesting. Oh, look at him. I ended up just touching him just there, just a little bit. And watch this in the next corner. He ends up going super, cutting it, and then oh, the inside, yes! And he's pissed. I legit pass him on the inside and take him, and he's like so mad. He's like, how? So I'm laughing because this is hilarious. The guy can't stay in front of me. I keep on passing him, and he's just getting more and more pissed. I'm trying to take that Citroen. He ends up going wide. I end up going wide. Oh! That Cayman is right there with me. He's focused on me and not him. We both end up going wide. Ends up hurting us. But we're in 13th place now. I'm super wide there, but I keep my momentum going. I don't let off. End up coming back in the track and then onto the last corner. Tight corner. This guy tries to shoot out. Just touches me just a little bit and we both go in. He's not focused on racing anymore. He's just focused on hurting me. So, here we go, guys. The rival lap. General accuracy, you piece of shit. You've been the thorn in my side this entire middle section of the race. That GTR is now on my butt. Shoot way up in the inside, but it ends up working against me. I'm pissed. I bump him a couple times. Yeah. He goes super inside the corner, just blocks me. So I'm like, you know what? Gloves are off. Gloves are off. And you can see, he moves not even where the turn is, and he is gone. He lifts up his rear end with the weight of him trying to brake check me, and he ends up working against him, and he ends up spinning out. And that is the last that we see of the Cayman. And he actually got a time penalty for that of a second because he brake checked me. Thank God. And I ended up passing those two cars in 12th place. And this is where I stay up until the very, very last bit of the race. But I still got to deal with those guys nipping at my heels. I'm trying to drive defensively as they try to catch up. Just focus on getting my time. Slow down for that last corner of the race. I believe this is going into the final lap here when I cross the line. I believe so. Oh, some drama in behind. They went off the track. No idea why. Take it smooth. Carry as much speed through there as I can. It's all about maintaining at this point, the last lap of the race. Don't have to worry about cars directly behind me. You can just focus on speed. Getting the best lap in as I can. The best lap I managed during this race was actually much faster than my qualifying. My qualifying was a 1:36. The best lap I got in here was a 1:29 on some sticky tires. I believe it was my first or second lap with the racing softs. Up to the high-speed corner, brake, on the power, turn, whoa, right on the edge. Back up to the corkscrew. Yeah. Outside brake, turn, power. Go wide. There we are. Yes. And here we go. Last corner. Oh, just a little wiggle. And we are off. And then boom, instantly past them. Plus the others got time penalties. So 9th place because of a technicality instead of 12th, but hey man, I will take it. That was such an intense race. Nitin was here too when he was watching this, and he's like, man, he's like, that was amazing. And we only got to view it from the driver's seat, but that was a wicked race. I cannot wait to do this again. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. I will be doing some more. Probably the same style, like after I race, so that way I can actually talk and kind of like commentate a little bit, show you guys what's up. But yeah, if you guys like this, feel free to watch. Also subscribe if you really want to. I mean, this is my YouTube channel now. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some more of these. So, and if you guys aren't already, get Gran Turismo Sport. Go do the FIA races. There's the Manufacturer Series and there's the National Series. The National Series is just like representing your country. So representing Canada, you race against all other types of, all the countries, all the types of drivers and cars, and you get to choose cars in your garage rather than signing with a manufacturer. Whereas that's the point of the Manufacturer Series. You sign with a manufacturer, you sign you sign a contract, you get with Porsche, and yeah, there you go. Cool. All right. I'm going to sign out here, and I will upload this onto the Facebook pages as well, so you guys can rewatch this. And yeah, ciao for now.